Today we're going to show you how to remove and replace the speakers in a Saturn Outlook. We got this car in the shop yesterday. Right speakers were out. Today we tested it and all speakers are out except for the tweeters and the pillars. At the door handle, pry the small panel exposing 2 screws. And then we're also going to open up the handhold. There's a little pry mark at the back here, an opening where you can pull on this small panel, and this small panel will remove, and this is also going to access a torque screw. We're going to remove these 3 screws, one in the hand open door handle, and the 2 mentioned earlier down here in the opening. We have a full library of removal guides on our website at Car Stereo Help, along with aftermarket help and so on. Follow this removal through the video site to find this information. The passenger door is a little different in that we have a handhold on it, and if you look closely there are seams along the edges. With our pry tool we're going to try and get in on the edge of this panel here and work our way down to remove this panel. This panel will come back, and this is going to give access to 2 torque screws, one inside this opening, one inside this opening as well. We still have the same screw up in the handhold once the cover is removed. Now with these screws removed, this is going to free up the door panel. There are several clips holding this panel in place, and these clips are very difficult to release, but we're going to start at the bottom edge of the door panel, and while prying against the door you're going to also place your knee against it because you're pulling against the door panel. This will allow an opening to get in there for possibly a bigger tool to help pry this panel away from the door. Like I said, these clips are very difficult to release, but once they start it should be much easier. Alright, we got the clips started. We're going to pull that panel. You can hear the clips release, and then it will lift up over the door jamb and give access to the back of the panel. First going to pull it back from the door, and you're going to locate the middle green connector here on the door panel. There is a trigger on it that needs to be released, and the lower gray one, because both these harnesses go to the door panel. Now the 2 connectors off the door, to release them you need to push this trigger down at the back where my thumb is located, releases the lock, and these connectors will be removed. They are different colors. We'll go back to the same spot on the door. They are also keyed, so you can't mix them up. Now as for the linkage, we have a little plastic tab that holds it in place. We're going to spin this around so we can get to the 2 flanges on it, and what we're going to do is use our needle nose pliers and go in and squeeze these flanges into themselves, and it'll pass back through the opening, and we can pull that back around and bring the ball cable back up out of the opening. Now to reinstall this, you put the ball in first, pull it back so that the cable will go through the slot, and then push it in to lock it in place. Check the door panel for any clips. All these clips removed. We have 1 clip that remained here on the door panel. We're going to pry this from the door panel, or we're going to pry this clip from the door and place it back on the door panel. To remove the speaker, we have 1 7mm bolt at the top of the panel. And this will allow you to pry at the top. The speaker assembly hinges out of the door. Has 1 connector on it. And then we're going to pry the wire harness clip, cut it from the door, and remove that as well. This is how you remove the speaker from a Saturn Outlook. See our website for other help. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.